What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on with the Winter 2021 season with a new show. This is Gekidol, or Gekidol, I'm not quite sure which way you're meant to say it. I don't think we're going to get it in anime either, so unless the OP says it, I don't think I'm going to get the correct pronunciation from this. I'll be relying on you guys in the comments, I guess. But yeah, this is day 2 of the Winter 2021 season. I had a strong start yesterday, and hoping to continue it here. This is the only show for today. The other shows, Slime and One Direct Priority, will be coming next week into this time slot, so looking forward to those as well. But yeah, first idol show of the season, it would seem, based on what Analyst has to offer. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to anime, seasonal anime mainly at that, unless it's a Patreon request, of course. And when we start a new show, what I like to do is I like to look over the analyst page at synopsis, tags, and cast, and things like that. I know some people say that that kind of spoils me a little bit, but realistically, I would be doing this regardless of whether I was doing the channel or not, because I have like 30 shows this season I'm watching. I need to whittle that number down, and getting as much information about the show I can to make as informed a decision as I can, that's kind of necessary as a part of it. And whilst it doesn't mean it's a completely blind reaction, the synopsis only usually covers the first episode, and that's fine by me. What I'm more interested in is not the surprise of the first episode, it's just how well it takes the base concept and still makes it entertaining. So, for example, last time with Last Dungeon Boonies, I mean, the title as well gave it away. It was going to be an OPMC type anime. It's just a case of, well, how do they portray it? Is it endearing? Is it likable? Like, do we like the characters and stuff like that? And it just blew me away and was fantastic, even though I knew kind of what was going to happen. Also worth noting, a lot of people, not for this project, because I believe this is an original work, right? Yes. But a lot of people also will read the mangas and light novels and stuff that these are adapted from, so you already know what's happening, and you just want to see how the anime adaptation changes things. So, me knowing synopsis and tags isn't really that much spoilerish than much other things, really. And again, I've said it before, if a show can be spoiled just by its synopsis, then either the synopsis writer needs to be fired, or the show really needs to get a better plot and writers and everything. So, just saying. But we're going to do anime list. If you want to skip this bit, timestamp in the description for that to go straight through action. Anyway, Gekidol, Gekidol, however you say it. 5 years after a mystifying disaster decimates cities across the globe, post-apocalyptic, Saria Moreno receives an invitation from a mysterious woman to join Alice in Theatre, a small stage troupe that takes it upon themselves to brighten the world through their performances using 3D hologram technology. I'll get onto this name in a second. As Saria settles in, she begins to uncover unexpected truths about herself and the world around her. So yeah, I had some confusion about this, because yesterday we were meant to start Alice in Deadly School, which is an accompaniment, that is a tough word for me to say, to this, and I thought it was going to be, right, this is the idol side of it. Alice in Deadly School was like what actually happened 5 years prior. I think that might still be the case, but Alice in Deadly School is confirmed to be an OVA, I think like 40-odd minute OVA, judging by the special broadcast on Monday. For those who don't know, for the first time I think I've seen Funimation do this, there was a special New Year's broadcast of the first episode of this, as well as the first half of the Alice in Deadly School OVA, and that OVA is releasing, I think, sometime in March, if I remember correctly. So that went up, and then episode 1 proper of this show came out today. We'll be watching the proper episode 1 of it, not the special broadcast, because I don't want to spoil myself of half of an OVA if it's not all there. I'll watch the OVA when it eventually comes out, whoever ends up getting that. I assume Funimation will have it, but I also think Crunchyroll might be going for it as well in some way, even though I don't think they licensed this show, which is weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's why, and Alice in Theatre, Alice in Deadly School, I believe Alice in is the name of the theatre troupe, like, so it's Alice in Deadly School, Alice in Barroom Brawl, it's like Alice in, and then whatever they're doing as a subject. I believe that's how this naming system works. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. 12 episode anime, as expected. Scores mean nothing yet, because not many people have picked this up at all. This is going to be one of those shows that doesn't get high viewership, but I don't really care, because it's idol, and I kind of like idol shows, depending on if it's good or not. So yeah, this is Hood's Entertainment, who we have watched stuff before from. they did the Real Girl series. I think that's the only thing I've watched from them. And then all of this older stuff, a lot of hentai stuff as well. Kind of interestingly, that's where their past used to be. Yeah, not the greatest looking productions I've ever seen, but it'll do well enough, I think. I'm not too concerned about the overall animation quality, but it's not going to be the prettiest anime you've ever seen. It's not going to be like a full-on Keyworks or A1 Pictures or something type production. So we got that in mind. Completely original source material. This is a drama sci-fi, interestingly. Like, there's no music tag here, which makes sense because normally idols are all about music and stuff, but this is a theatre troupe. So I don't know how much music's going to play into it necessarily. So that's why it's kind of different from your typical idol show, because it's more theatre than idol. But yeah, post-apocalyptic as expected. Mix of cast. I believe there's some like completely new faces here, and then you've got people like Hanazawa, so well-established ones as well. Be interesting to see how all these characters turn out. See who I end up liking, who I end up hating, because there's always one character I'm just like, I don't really care about you. It just ends up happening like that every single time there's an idol show. I think, well, actually, Love Live might be the exception. I don't think there's a character in at least Muse and Aqua that I hated from Love Live. I don't think so, anyway. Nijisaki haven't got around to that yet, but I've heard okay things about that series. It seems to be a good continuation on from Love Live, anyway. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. More idol shows is always good for me because I am in idol hell forever. But yeah, let's get the episode up. Let's just get into it. I've done enough talking already. So as per usual, here on YouTube, these are timer-based format reactions. If you don't want the timer version, but you want the full picture-in-picture, my Patreon is the place to go. For just £4 a month, you get access to every picture-in-picture show that I do, which is every show on this channel, starting from this season. They'll be going up roughly a few hours before the YouTube version goes up, and there'll be a link to it in the description of every YouTube release. So yeah, just £4 a month gives you access to full picture-in-picture. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see the time for the episode. I count you down, 3, 2, 1, play. Now on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we will be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation, since Sasu's licensed it here in the UK, and by extension the US, at that matter. We have, I believe, about 17 or 18 seconds of logos. We'd have the HappyNet logo, and I believe HappyNet used to be like a hentai OVA producer, which might explain why Hoods Entertainment had so much backing of that as well. But yeah, we have HappyNet logo, then the Funimation logo. I'll call them out as they go past, and you'll see a screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into the first episode of Gekidol titled Acting, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. HappyNet logo. I think it's the first time I've seen this one since we started. There's HappyNet. Cheers. Oh, Funimation. Cheers. It is customary to take a drink during these logos. Here we go. That's... These backgrounds, though. Hello. This art style, though, hello. I take back everything I said about Hood's Entertainment. This looks really good, actually. We going into OP, or is this just a... Oh, is this motivation for getting into it, I guess? Young child sees a performance and is motivated. And this is why 3D hologram technology allows so much more. Oh, wow, okay. Huh? I mean, this is pretty epic. Tell them. Yeah, there's the motivation. She looked very angry at him for looking over. Oh, here's the... Oh, okay. Surprised we're still that close. Oh, OP. Sounds like a typical Idol song right from the start, though. Act Idol Project. Okay. Yeah, fairly typical Idol style song. This is anything but normal, though. Okay, it looks a bit more idle and fiercer now. Maybe they're covering multiple genres, though, to be fair. I wonder if there's anything really important to note in all these things that are just constantly scrolling by. Okay, fairly enjoyable. Stage 1 acting. Global Synchronic Urban Disappearance. That's a name. But it's being taught in education, okay. Lots of Ikebukuro, okay. Auroras, okay. Hmm. Okay. Uber. Come on, teacher, you meant to quiet him down from that point, just saying. Okay. Okay. Well, it's all holograms, right? So... That also, I'm sure. 29... Oh, this is based in 2019, okay. Hmm. Like crutch, interestingly. Hmm. SMT and TMS are different? Used to be in, okay. Well, I mean, she's motivated, obviously. I can't get over how good these backgrounds are actually looking. Like, look at this! There's a lot of care of detail being put into, like, everything. Hmm. Something tells me he might not be getting better. So who's the other... I guess that was who she got the message from. Okay. Uh, mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't know about that, really. Hmm. Okay. The optimistic one, the doubtful one. Uh, oh, she's here again. That's true. Motivated. Well, yeah, keep the voice down a little bit. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. Assume that was the outbreak. I wonder if the crush is going to be explained. Going straight into it, okay. I'm sure. Just left her at the cafe. Uh, mm-hmm. The director, okay. Alice in Paradise. Okay. Wow, this sounds so sketchy. This sounds so sketchy. This sounds very sketchy. Uh, yep. It's all a misunderstanding. Let me guess, they're like just above or just below that place. Ah, he's a sponsor, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Most similar? Okay. Nah, that's in theatre. Is it a fairly rundown place, I'm guessing? But it's very nondescript anyway. I would say rundown is fair. You can have that moment where it all clicks as we see all the tech. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Probably not, but the eye design though. Oh boy. I mean, that's fair. Being thrust into it though, I'm not so sure, but I mean, you got to do this eventually. If you're gonna perform on stage, you're really got to get over performing in general. God, this is taking me back to my days of doing drama school. Well, not drama school, but drama in school. Working on performance, practicing, setting up in front of the theatre. Of course she does. When you're a fan, you remember everything like that. There was a time I could recite like the entirety of Red Dwarf seasons 1 to 6. Uh, hmm. Or he has the voice projection and stage presence. Hmm. Okay. So what? Ah. Interesting. Now she's having issues. Hmm. She kind of creeps me out a little bit. Okay, thank you for smiling at least, but still a little weirded out. Still a little weirded out with a zoom. Still being weirded out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? Ha. Who are you? Takazaki, okay. I recognize that voice. Who is that? I recognize that voice. It almost sounds like Diluc from Genshin. I don't think it is, but maybe it was. Wait, no, not Diluc. Maybe it was, I don't know. Oh, here we go. That's the technology for you. I don't think this is the ED. I think it's just a performance. So I'm guessing they're doing like musicals. I guess that's the type of theatre they do. So they can have the dance and singing routines. She's gonna walk out and see that performance, isn't she? Whoa. I guess this is all keeping it running. Like, Jesus Christ. It was also kind of ominous. See, this is interesting me. That's a shot. uh, welcome. Now it's ED time. We're not getting a dedicated ED animation. At least not for the first episode. Maybe we will in future. This is interesting. Like, I like the cast so far. We haven't spent a great deal of time with them. We've just met them. The heck is up with Robot Chick? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of, like, just little bits here that's like, there's more than meets the eye on this. And I like that. Because that's getting my mind working, like, hang on, why would this be a thing? Why would they choose to use that? And things like that. mean, as soon as they said this was a post-apocalyptic setting, it's like, I wonder if they'd try and do more with it, and it looks like they are. And it looks like we're getting previews for other episodes as well. Okay. I just realized that. Again, what's with her? Okay. It's got a bit after here as well. Next time on. These costumes. Gekidol, okay. A theatre named Desire. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it is Gekidol. Gekidol. Alright, I'm glad I've finally wrapped that one up. That was an interesting episode. Okay. I think this might be, I don't know, I don't want to call it a hidden gem just yet, because that's speaking too highly of its quality right from the onset. But this is definitely going to be an underappreciated one, I think. Because they'll see Idol, they'll see this just cute girl cast, and they won't really think much of it beyond that. However, it feels like there is more behind the scenes that's going on, and especially in the synopsis, uncover truths about herself and the world around her, it feels like there's more going on. It definitely feels like there is more going on. So yeah, obviously Hanzo was very obvious. Now, Takazaki, was that his name? Takazaki is played by Kosuke Toriumi. Where did I hear you recently? Because your voice is definitely recognizable. You're Yuri and Arte. You were one of the people in Misfit Demon King. Your voice is quite recognizable, though. But not from any of the things from last year, interestingly. He was Tanya from Saga Tanya the Evil. Yeah, there's not really anything outright that I recognize him for. Oh, he's Kaya from Genshin, not Diluc. Why am I an idiot? It's Kaya, yes, that makes so much sense. Okay, I knew he was from Genshin, I just couldn't remember what. I was like, Diluc? But no, Diluc doesn't have that same cadence in his voice. Yeah, Kaya. I'm gonna get... if Nep sees this, which she probably will, because it's, well, it's an Idol show. She's probably going to check it out. Oh, I'm going to be eviscerated for that one. Yeah, it's Kaya. It was absolutely Kaya. It makes so much sense in my head now. I apologize to all the Genshin players out there. God, how my AR-52 and I don't even know that. Anyway, yeah, interesting. This one girl with, like, the robotic eye. What the hell is that? Is that because... Are they implying that she is in somehow capable of... Is she human? Is she a robot? Like, what is she? I'm so confused. Is she part of the technical reasons why this whole production works and why it looks the way it does? Is that what we're implying here? God, this is actually really interesting. I did not expect there to be as much interest. And, like, potential theory crafting and potential, like, what could be going on in the world. I didn't expect that. And now that I've seen it, I'm very excited for it, I'll be honest. I thought this might be one of the drop shows. No, it's not a drop show. Not anyway, not anytime soon anyway. It might be... We'll give it a 3-episode rule, as per usual. But I don't envision dropping this one. Which is bad, because it's like, I need to drop some shows eventually. But hey, we've had such good starts to the season, so I don't mind that. Yeah, I'm curious about her now. I'm curious about... Well, I'd like to know what happened to the world and why this event happened. I don't really know if this show is going to try and go into that. Maybe that's something that the OVA will try and explain down the road. I'm sure if I watched the first half of it when it came out on Monday, maybe I would have a better idea, but I don't want to watch that yet. I'll wait for the actual OVA to come out March time. I think it's around about the beginning of March. It said it came out somewhere around there. 55 days from now, which I believe is... Yeah, it should be like beginning of March, end of February, somewhere around there. But yeah, very good first episode. And I take back what I said about Hood's Entertainment. Like, my memory of Hood's Entertainment is fairly average and not really the greatest. I need to go back and look at Real Girl 2 again, because I kind of dropped that one midway through, even after I watched all of Season 1. Apparently, Real Girl 2 improved a lot on what was wrong with the first one. Apparently, it improved on a lot of things anyway. But the background art for this is actually really nice. Like, it's that sort of like... I don't know what this technique is called or if it has a specific name in anime, but where it's like almost like photorealistic type, like realistic anime drawing. Instead of like simplifying it down, they're trying to be detailed. I wonder if there are real locations in this. I assume there would be, because most anime locations often end up being real locations. They even said, I think they even said where this was based, right? Didn't they? I think they started putting some stuff out there. Which city did they say was disappeared? Or taken? Was it Ikebukuro? I think it was Ikebukuro that they said was done. So yeah, this is in... I guess this is in Tokyo. So is this based in Toshima City? I forget where they said. It would have been right at the beginning of the school segments. After the OP. The loss of Ikebukuro 5 years after the global synchronized urban disappearance was pronounced in urban areas, but Toshima Ward. Okay, they are in Toshima Ward. Let me just get Toshima Ward. So yeah, it's right here. Okay. That's Toshima City. 8 central wards of the Tokyo metropolitan area, northern area. And this is all it here. So there's Gakushin, Sunshine City. There's Ikebukuro. Yeah. Okay. So this area, I guess there's just a huge chasm here. So I assume those of you who maybe are a bit more knowledgeable and spend a bit more time on it could probably find kind of where this is exactly based as well, which is kind of interesting. But I love it when animes do that, and they like and they promote. That's the word I was looking for, like real life locations and show it off like that. One of the best examples was like Diary of My Days of the Breakwater, which used real locations from the one place that I think the author knew particularly well, and ended up being a good fundraising campaign for when the floods and storms... Was it a storm? I forget. But yeah, there was a lot of heavy damage in that area, and it became a fundraising thing. Even Good Smile did a thing where they donated proceeds from the Hina figure for Breakwater. But yeah, this art style I really like. Characters are fairly generic so far, but we need their personalities and characters to build up a little more as time goes on. But the background art is actually really, really nice, and I like it a lot. It's way better than I expected from this show, but then again, they are going for the realistic vibe, and it captures it perfectly. I'm even sure those of you who know of Toshima Ward, or have even lived in there at any point in your life, I'm sure some of these locations will seem fairly familiar and like actually really well done, because like I said, anime in Japan, they do this a lot, and they're pretty good at it, so I'm enjoying it. I didn't expect to enjoy this one as much as I did, but I have interest in the world, which is rare for an idol show. Normally an idol show, or a musical, or whatever this ends up being, is normally about the characters and everything. But there's a grander story at play here, and I'm curious to see how far they push that. Maybe I'm setting up for a bit too much in the way of that. Maybe I'm expecting too much from it because it is more of an idol show, but I have hope that maybe they're going to delve a little bit deeper into that sort of thing. So I'm excited. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments before the episode. I'm fully aware that this show is going to be one of the lower viewed of the season, because it is perceived as an idol show, and it's going to be like, oh, here we go again, and it's not going to have that much of a viewership. In fact, it's already at 4 stars on Funimation. It's not even hit the 4.5 star or 5 star that most new show releases get. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to be eviscerated, but I'm really liking this. I really, really am. And having given it a chance, now we just need to develop the characters and see what they end up being like, because obviously they're going to be the mainstay for most of the episodes, but the world is also very interesting. So don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 season you can find on the channel. We've just started up. The first 2 days are already knocked out. 3 good shows already, which is great. We'll have how many shows am I doing tomorrow? Is it 2? I think it's 2, right? Yes, ReZero, Season 2 Part 2 will be continuing. And then Hortensia Saga, which I don't have a lot of high hopes for. Probably the first drop of the season, if I'm going to be honest, but I'll give it a fair chance, as per usual. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, see you guys later.